Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you how I'm making the Robocop suit wearable. Guys, we are back at it. I wanted to do a video and show you guys how I'm making this suit wearable and the main system that I'm using for these pieces to set on you. Now what I'm using is basically a hanging system. I'm using 2-inch webbing with some buttons and these little pieces that I made. I made these little squares in Tinkercad, and they have a hole in it, and I attached the buttons to this, and then inside my pieces I hot glue them in. Let me try to get some lighting so you can see there, these are hot glued in, and here's a piece that's already cut right here, a little strap that I made. I just put the buttons on it, and inside here is one of these, and I go ahead, oh, if I can get it on there. These things are pretty strong, so there you go, that's snapped on there. Now this piece will go in just like that, and we'll find the button. Sorry, I'm one-handing this. There you go. These are some heavy-duty snaps. And then there you go. Now another strap, I haven't made it yet, is going to be on the inside, and it hangs there like so. So basically the whole suit is going to have that system. There's also, you can't see it, but it's in the inside underneath that lip. I have another button, and then a strap will run from this to the other arm to this arm, and it'll sit across my shoulders. So it keeps these main arms up on my shoulders, and then this hangs just like so. And the same thing will be used on the legs. On the legs it'll be kind of more like a suspender, a cross-X suspender system. I'll show you that when I get to it. That's probably the last piece I'm going to do because that's a little bit more complicated. My finger's in the way there. But the snaps I'm using are just some heavy-duty snaps. You can get these at Walmart. That's where I got them, at Walmart. And I think they run about $5 a box. They used to be cheaper years ago. It seems like the prices have gone up on these quite a bit because I think arts and crafts DIY stuff is becoming the in thing these days. So yeah, about $5 a box there. You're going to need probably 3 to 4 of those boxes if you're going to do this type of system. So again, 2-inch webbing. You can get that at Joann's. Hot glue, just a little mini hot glue gun. I use these glue sticks here. I found some good success using these. These are also at Walmart, and it really performs a strong bond for these little pieces. Now if you guys are interested, you know, send me a message or something and I could send you the file to those little squares if I could find it. I'm sure it's somewhere in my mess of a computer. So yeah, that's the webbing system. It's just a hanging button snap webbing system. The same thing will be used on the shins. The shins, I'll do the same thing. The shin will basically hang to the front upper thigh the exact same way as this. Like I said, the larger legs will be a little bit more complicated. That one's some larger webbing that runs across, and it kind of looks like suspenders, and I'll show you that later. But let's move on to the feet. Now the feet, I used some craft hinges, and these are just screwed in with some 632 screws. You can see underneath there, I just have them bolted on. Now inside of these is going to be like some I think they're called like surfer shoes or wet shoes. You know, it's those shoes that people wear at swimming pools. Actually, you know what, let me dig them up. I think they're somewhere in here. So look at this, is my mess here. These aren't the ones that I'm going to use, but they're similar to this. These ones were a little bit too large and a little too weird. But yeah, pretty much it is almost a shoe like that. Actually, hold on. Let me pull out the actual ones I got. I don't know where they're at. Let's see here. Oh, it might have been. Alright, we're back at it. I found them. I had to dig a little bit harder, but I found them. So these are the wet shoes that I'm going to use. I got these off eBay for... They were a little bit expensive. They were like 17 bucks. But these are the ones that fit me best. They're the most comfortable, and they're the best fitting inside these feet. So basically these will be, they'll go inside here like so. And it's not going to look as sharp as I would like it right now. So basically like so. And then they'll be E6000 in, so they'll be pretty much glued in, and they'll kind of be like so, like that. Now the hinge works great. I still use some elastic, it's almost like elastic webbing or elastic strap that I hot glue in these parts right here, and that's just to keep it from dangling left to right, and it also just helps keep it tighter, and it just stretches a little bit like that. The hinges that I'm using are these bad boys. I like these hinges a lot. They're high point utility hinges. I think they're like, don't quote me on it again, $3 each, maybe. So that's going to be the feet pretty much. And the helmet, really simple, just a Velcro system. Same thing here, just some Velcro, and then you can see right here inside the helmet, there's some Velcro there, some Velcro. Doesn't look like much, it attaches right in. There's one spot here where this gap is to this back piece. I'll also do some Velcro right here. I haven't got to that yet. Not as important, but I will get to it. And that's it. Velcro system, hinges, and some wet shoes, swimming shoes, surfing shoes, 2-inch webbing, and a nice little hanging system. I hope y'all enjoyed. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I got one other thing here. Totally forgot to share this one. But attaching the front chest to the back chest. Now this is not a hanging system. This was a little bit more elaborate, a little bit more complicated. I know some guys, when they do attach their front and back pieces, especially on Iron Man suits, they'll use webbing, they'll use Velcro, and sometimes magnets. Now I have not found magnets that would be strong enough to hold both this front chest and back piece together. They're just really, really heavy pieces. So what I do, or what I did, and what I did on my last suit, is I make some aluminum brackets. And it's just, I'm gonna set this down real quick, carefully. Hopefully I don't break nothing. I got stuff all over the place. I just use this aluminum. You can get this at Lowe's. That's where I got this. It's already sized for you. You just got to cut it to the length that you want. And I drilled and I tapped it with a 632 tap, and then I just used 632 screws to attach it. And once that's painted over, you will hardly be able to tell. It's just a little more heavy duty. And you can see how they're tapped and the screws run in. Keeps it nice, tight, in line, and keeps it durable for you. There's the screw on the front there, attaching those two pieces. The shoulder rings, I had to upscale them quite a bit. The ones that were in the file were really, really tiny. It just didn't look in scale with the chest piece. And then I cut some screws. You can see these ones don't actually have nuts on them. I cut some screws drilled holes in the rings. Actually, you know what? Let me take one apart so I could show you exactly. It might be kind of hard to understand. Alright, so here we go. That is the shoulder ring. And then I just cut some screws and super glued them in there. Drilled them in and super glued them. And then they just go in here. You can see where I drilled the holes. Go in like that. And then I just put one nut on the front. This is just to make it a little easier for my wife when she's trying to put these on for me and screw them in. There's just one nut you got to put on the front, and it'll stay in line and stay in place. So yeah, that's it so far. And when I get those upper thighs and the webbing all done on them, I'll show you exactly how I did that, and maybe I'll actually have a video of me kind of wearing it around in its primer. And then after this is all, I'm comfortable enough for it to be wearable, I'll go ahead and start painting it. And at that point it'll be done. You can see here I've been testing some clear coats. These are just one part clear coats, which sometimes they're a little sketchy. I mean, sometimes they're really dull. That one came out really glossy. That's a Rust-Oleum. But the problem I don't really like with Rust-Oleum one part clear coats is they're highly reactive to paints you use. Like, it'll eat away at paint. I don't know why, but Rust-Oleum likes to eat paint. So I think with the clear coat, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and use 2K clear coat and just get a nice hard durable finish on it, especially since I'm gonna be wearing it. It's still gonna scratch, that's just inevitable, but at least it won't scratch as bad. Those 1K clear coats, you'll just scratch right through them. And you can't really buff them out like you could a two-part. So yes, guys, and there's one other thing, the shins. There's a front plate to the shins, and I'll probably just do another video for that one later and show you how I'm going to do that and attach that. But for the main system, this is it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it helps you out and leads you in the right direction. And I really appreciate all your guys' support, all the new subscribers that are excited watching this. That's why I do it. It makes me excited when someone else gets excited, because I know that feeling. I've watched other guys on YouTube and I see their builds and I get so worked up, so excited, like, man, I want to do something like that, so I totally know the feeling, and that's why I do it. And thank you very much. Until next time. Alright, so I just finished that second strap here, and you guys can kind of see the inside and kind of see how it hangs there and get an idea of when it's on my arm. See? Kind of do what you want to do. It just makes it a lot less rigid and a lot more comfortable. So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to show you that. There it is on arm.